Okay, we're going to do a few rolls for PTG Basketball. As you can see, I'm actually using the old Basketball Bones base, as I still have a few of them laying around, so mine will look a little different than yours. But this is the base with some cutout teams. This is Virginia and Virginia Tech. I'm playing a game here, so we're catching it in the second half. You'll see there's the teams. There's the single charts that I use to remind me of things. You can see mine's not nearly as pretty as yours will be. Mine's an older version, but that's okay. This is the score sheet, and we'll go through a few rolls here. You will note that I am using a dice here as who has the ball marker, and I have a few tokens up here in the corner that I'll use if and when I have players that are tired. I just would place the token on them and go from there. As you can see, there's 7 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the second half of this game. So let's start rolling. So the first thing you want to look at is, to start the game, you would roll the red side. We'd roll all four dice. I just roll all four dice all the time out of habit. You roll the dice. You look at the red die. 1 to 3 is home, 4 to 6 is away, or the other way around. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of up to you. So for the sake of this discussion, we already have London Parentes as having the ball. So we look to see, does he shoot? So we look at the blue die. This is the shot indicator. So we look here at his card. It's a 1 with parentheses 4. So if it's a 1 on the blue die, which it's not, it's a 6. If it's a 1, he would take a shot. In this case, he's not shooting. So we pick up all the dice, and we say we look at the red and blue, the 6 sides, we add it together, 10. We look back to London's card. You look under the ball handling, BH, 7 to 10 is defender. So we're going to look at Devin Wilson's card in a minute in his defender column. We see that he rolls an 11. So we look back over here, and Devin Wilson under defender, 11-12, a 1 to 5 is a steal. So you can pick up a die, or you can use a die. Look at the white die. In this case, I accidentally moved it, so it's a 1, so it's a steal. So the ball goes back to Wilson. Now we rolled all 4 dice technically once in there to see what London was going to do. As I said, the first roll was just me rolling. It's just a habit. I've gotten used to playing the game faster that way. So the next thing we would do is, Devin Wilson now has the ball. So we roll the die. The blue die is the first one you look at, is a 5. Devin shoots on a 1, so he's not shooting. So we roll again. Add the blue and red together is a 4. Look under ball handling, 2 to 5 with a 5. So look at the black 8-sided, it's a 5. So this is a great pass. So what you'll see on the instructions under great passes is, then the player has an above average pass that leads to a higher percentage shot. So we're going to roll again to see, first of all, where the pass goes. You roll all 4 dice. A 4, you can see from the possession chart, a 4 goes to the power forward. So that's over here. What does he do? He does a 5. Does he shoot? No. So you roll again to see what he's going to do. Ball handling, it's an 8. So for Shane Henry, it's 6 to 10 as defender. So you roll again, and we're going to look at Evan Nolte's card. Now you're rolling just the red and blue die. So it's a 5. So 4 to 6, 8 is a pass. So what Evan Nolte's defense has caused is a pass. So where does the pass go? That's the white die, 4. Look back in the possession chart. In this case, it's to the power forward, so he keeps the ball. So you roll again. Now you'll have to pardon the fact that I have an 8-sided and a 10-sided. I cannot find my my Dungeons and Dragons dice to give me all 8-sided dice, so I'm cheating a little bit and using a 10-sided from payoff pitch and just re-rolling when I need to. Okay, so Shane has a, you look at the blue die, a 4, still not shooting. So we've rolled the dice twice, so we're going to move it forward the time. Every time you roll 4 dice, you move forward time, except when you're rolling for the same player. In this case, this will be the 3rd roll, so I'm not counting this roll. I won't move time. So what does he do? It's an 8. So you look again at Shane Henry, 6 to 10 is defender. So basically, what's the defender doing with it? A 7. 7 is foul 2. 7 and 10. So you say, okay, what he's doing then is he's shooting 2. So 2 to 7, he's going to make the shot. So a 5. So he makes the shot. I always mark him down because I have a terrible memory. Mark down the shot. It's good. Okay, now he gets, because he's shooting a foul shot, a foul number 2, which is check for basket and 1. We look at his free throws, 2 to 5 for Shane. Most of the tech guys are not very good at free throws. 7, so Henry misses the free throw. So we have a made basket and a miss, so it's a takeout. So roll all 4 dice, move the time forward. Number 8 on the white. You need to see who has the ball first after a made basket. So an 8, you can see choice. So for me, it's either going to be Brogdon or London Parentes. So Brogdon has a better chance of shooting, so I'll give him the ball. So I look at the blue die. It's a 2. You can see Malcolm is a 3, parentheses 3. The parentheses 3 means he's checking for a 3-point shot. You're looking at the black 8-sided die. In this case, it's a 5. So it's not a 3-point shot. So I rolled a 9. You can see Malcolm is a 2 to 6, 10. So he misses. So now we're going to check for a rebound. Officially, you roll 1 die. I roll all 4 just out of habit again. So we check to see who has the rebound, or the rebound battle, which is a 4, so it's the power forwards. So you look at the OR rating of whoever's on the offense. In this case, Evan Nolte is a 0. Remember, UVA has the ball. Shane Henry is a 7. So 0, 7 on an 8-sided die is a 0. Basically a 7 out of 8 is going to be a defensive rebound. So you look at the black one. It's a 7. So the only way that Evan Nolte would have had the rebound is on an 8. So the rebound goes to Shane Henry. I mark down a defensive rebound for Shane. Roll all 4 dice for a new possession. Check the blue die, 3. Again, Shane doesn't shoot very often. Most of the guys on the court for Tech at the moment don't actually shoot that often. So it's not a shot. So what does he do? Pick up the 2 6-sided die. It's a 5. You look under ball handling. It's a turnover. Who has the ball? Go back to, I just picked up the white die. Is a 4. I use the black die. Is an 8. So choice. So I'm going to say, okay, London has the ball. So I mark down a turnover for Shane Henry. Pick up the dice. You're moving the clock every time you roll 4 dice. A 1 for London. Remember, 1 parentheses 4. The black die is a 4. So the 1 and the 4 means a 3-point shot. So we roll a 7. We come back over here to London. 2 to 6, 9. London misses the 3. So, and then we do a rebound, etc., etc. That's basically all there is to the game in terms of die rolls and such forth. In terms of charts and things, there really is not much. There's the rare play, which, as you can see under ball handling, if you roll a 12 on the 6-sided die, it's a rare play check. Or if when you roll all four dice are the same number, you do a rare play check. I don't have that as a printout. I have that as a PDF on my computer screen. I can't show it to you. All you would do is, there are 4 for each quarter of a pro game. So 10 minutes for the first quarter is this, 10 minutes in the college. Second quarter is the second half of the first half, etc. You just roll all 4 dice, add them together, look at the rare play, look on that line and do whatever it says. So that's basically all there is to the game. It's not that difficult. One thing to note is you want to keep track of time. Be aware of when these guys are stopping and starting. You can see I have some pretty low. Shane Henry's only got a stamina of 10, Evan Nolte a 10, Jared Reuter a 6, Mariel Shayok a 17. So I've got some guys that I have to start looking very quickly, and actually Jared Reuter will go out here. I check every 5 minutes. And during the game, I do a time check on the players, and I kind of am aware of their time. You're seeing some players that aren't on the court because, frankly, they're in foul trouble. So I've got a couple of major players that would normally be out here aren't because of foul trouble. So that's basically it. Thank you.